Welcome back to Quality Content, y'all. It's your boy D.
Hey y'all, it's T.
It's your boy B.
And we're here on the YouTube channel to bring y'all a new segment we got for y'all, Quality Quickies. So, let's go.
Alright y'all, so the first topic that we got for our Quality Quickie segment is going to be about, is minority, the phrase, more about struggle or the numbers? What do you guys think?
Duane, you could go first.
Alright, well, to be honest, I think that it's pretty obvious what you would think when you hear minorities. You're talking about, you know, the numbers. Who makes up this percentage of the population. But I think that what it needs to be more of a focus on is the individual struggles of those minorities. And I feel like that's kind of something that is stripped away when you just put that blanket term on everybody that makes up that community as if it's one community, because it's really so much more diverse as far as like why they are, you know, a minority and what issues that they have being a minority.
And who they are.
Yeah, and
Like,
who they are.
We have black people who are a part of the minority, Asian people who are a part of minorities, but Asian people don't have nearly as much like struggle as far as economic wealth and, you know, the gap and stuff like that. We have Hispanic people as minorities. Anybody who's not white is a minority. So it's like, at what point, what are y'all really trying to say? Like, you know what I mean? Who are y'all talking about?
Right.
You basically said what I was going to think. Like, in the broad sense of the term, it is like basically just the numbers, which I'm fine with in a broad sense, honestly. But
when y'all talking about numbers though, right?
I might say, hold on though, but it go deeper than that, because then you gotta think about how the term is used. What are they, when they do minorities, get what I'm saying? Like even in the political elections, sometimes they use this minority thing as a scapegoat to be like, well, we're gonna do something to help minorities, you get what I mean? But that's such a nuanced thing to say, you know what I mean? Like, we can't allow them to just put that label on us, because it kind of like takes away our identity as individual communities within this country, you get what I'm saying?
Yes.
And it kind of puts them in a position where they don't have to focus on us as individuals, because they have everybody thinking of us as one thing. We're all minorities.
Right, so it's this word, it's called intersectionality. And basically, the like minority kind of fits into that, to where it's like, oh, everything is connected, everything is like general. So like one person's struggle is kind of like similar to the other, like, you know, demographic struggle. But for real, black people's struggle is not like anybody else's. And whenever they're talking about, oh, when we ask as black people, as black community, what are you going to do for our black community? They always talk about, oh, well, we'll do this for the minorities. We have our own community, our own struggles, our own, like, you know, wants and needs. And at the end of the day, America owes us. Like, it's not like anybody else just was in slavery.
So like, do you think that, so for instance, people like other communities who maybe haven't, but then again, all minorities low-key got a history of being fucked over in this country, you know what I mean? So I can't even really say, like, do you think the classification of minority should be more like about if you were coming from a, you know, a lower status? Because I feel like the numbers thing, okay, you can be a, like for instance, billionaires. Billionaires are a millionaire, are a minority population inside of our country.
Exactly.
But we're not talking about them. Yeah, but we're not
time.
talking about them when we're talking about propping up the minorities inside of, you know what I'm saying? Or inside of the country and helping us grow. So I feel like at the same time, we just can't allow that word minority to take away the significance of the individuals within it, you know?
Yeah, I agree. I feel like I was trying to like communicate this one time in my like social class, because I was a TA. I love bringing this up. But yeah, I was a TA, and we were doing our discussions in our TA like group or whatever, and we were talking about issues within the black community or something like that, and the girl, she was black, she kept saying minority, and I'm like, why do you keep saying minorities and like making it seem like you're talking about everybody, like, you know what I mean, like all groups of people, when you're talking about a specific problem that's directly connected to black people. And she's like, well, I'm just talking about the numbers. When we say minority, we're talking about the numbers. But it's like, okay, well then why can't you just say who you're talking about? Then?
Specifically.
Like, you know what I mean?
You know?
Right. And so everybody was just looking around like they didn't understand why I didn't want to be connected to minorities. Like, because it's like, all right, well, just say black or don't say, you know, whatever. And they were just like, oh, well, it's kind of like the same thing. Like, what are you really trying to say? And I'm like, well, we're not the same.
Yeah, I wonder if they know who they're referring to when they say minority.
And that's what, like, I didn't feel that. Like, it was just like, that's a term that they've given us to just use, like, casual
But do you
racism
really
or
know what it means to be a minority and what comes with that? You know what I mean? And I feel like even in this, and that's why it's extremely important in this political season to not let the word minority become something that's just thrown about willy-nilly.
Right.
Because
That's a trigger word.
It's a trigger word, and it's a word that they use as a band-aid to keep them getting into the real details about the specific, the juicy stuff, as opposed to what we're going to do to help this specific minority, that specific minority, and this specific minority. If anything, take the minority part out of it and just straight up acknowledge them as, what are we going to do to help African Americans? What are we going to do to help Asians? What are we going to do to help, you know, Native Americans and blah, 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 and do it like that instead of the mindset of let's just classify them as minorities and move forward with this blanket agenda.
You know, I basically agree with what y'all say.
Yeah.
Everything else is.
Yeah, and people would feel more like, you know, more individualized as far as in their groups, to be like, okay, I feel like my needs are being met or heard, and not just connected or
and not they just talking. Because right now, when you hear minority, you should instantly hear they might just be talking. This might just be some shit to like make it sound good. You know, that should be incentivization to dig deeper, look deeper, and really research. All right, but what exactly are you doing for which minorities? You get what I'm saying? Because that's important.
That's a gatekeeper word.
Because like we just said, billionaires are minorities in this country. You get what I'm saying? So don't let them get into that excuse of, oh, we just doing this for all, you know, minority freaking communities. Because we don't, you know, not all communities is the same.
I agree.
But yeah, that's been a quality quality quickie. You enjoyed it? Catch us here next time. It's been your boy D.
Alright, y'all. See y'all.
It's D.
What's up, y'all? It's content. It's your boy D.
What's up, y'all? It's T.
It's your boy B. And we are back with another quality content quickie. No.
I knew he was going to restart it after that quality.
Alright, ready? Here we go. Welcome back. Fuck. I didn't record it. Ready? Alright, on 3. This is the one.